Girls and boys, hello. I'm John Walters, otherwise known as the Unselfish Blogger. I've just been writing an ebook to share some marketing tips that I've really learned as I've been doing some video work for people over the last couple of years. And in the process, and we're just tidying up that ebook at the moment. And in the process of doing that, I've been working with a mentor who's helped me immensely by the name of Nikki. So thank you, Nikki, when you see this. Um, and she mentioned, well, you're getting some quite nice looking graphics together. It'd be useful for people to know how you're doing that because most people would go to. I'll just put an image of the lead page that we're creating at the moment. So a nice glossy three-dimensional image created out of that's the original Photoshop image. So how am I doing that? Because most people are paying at least $5. Actually, a three-dimensional image with reflections and so on is quite often upwards of $10 depending on who you use to do it. So how am I doing this in Photoshop was the question, and the answer is it's nice and easy. So I'm going to take about 5 minutes to show you how to do it. And when with practice, you'll do it in about 2 minutes. So I put the book that you just saw together as a flat image in Photoshop. By the way, you can get from Adobe a free version of Photoshop these days, um, or you can rent Photoshop on a monthly basis. So whichever way you choose, get yourself any version of Photoshop, and it can be the old free version is fine. Um, Create this image so that you're more or less happy with it, and then you need to go to a website called psdcovers.com. And here's the one that I just showed you. Here is the template for that. And basically, it's a capability in Photoshop known as actions, and all you do is download the specific action that you're interested in. And in psdcovers.com, there are literally hundreds of them. You can have tins, spray bottles, CD covers, DVD cases, whatever you like. Explore around there, and for each one of these is an action that you can download. So all you need to do is press the download button and you'll get an action, and then what you do is, depending on the version of Photoshop that you're using, actions is always shown by this little play button here. You can see it says actions, or you might have to come up to window here and there's an actions tab there. So open wherever you've got actions, and then there's another clip out that you can go to, and you just scroll down until you can find load actions. So that action that you just downloaded, click on that. It will ask you where the action is, locate it, click it, and it'll upload it. And if you look in my set of actions that I've uploaded from psdcovers.com, that paperback is there. And if I just start with step one and click the action button here, there is the template for what I want to produce. I'm just going to close this for a second. Now the first thing there, because all of those templates are in fact different sizes, so you need to watch out that you're getting the size right and the quality of image right. So for each template that you're contemplating using, go to the image tab and image, whoops, sorry, wrong thing, image tab, image size, and you can see, I would always do this in the first place at 300 pixels an inch, and you can see this is quite a large image here. So I have to drag onto this template an image that is 1590 high and 1353 pixels wide. Okay, so with that knowledge, what I need to then do is take that original Photoshop work that I did and then come up with a JPEG. It's the way that I usually do it. I just find it faster like that. That is the same size as that template. So with that done, all you then need to do is drag your image onto the template. Put that away again. We don't need that anymore. Yeah. Sorry, I got a bit lost. Right, here we go. Get that over there like that. That's not bad actually. Let's just come down. Yeah, that looks fine. I think I would probably just, in this case, edit transform scale, pull it out a bit, maybe just to there or something. That's fine. Apply. All right. So once you're happy that's overlaid, all you then do is come back to actions, press step 2, and watch this. So all the time, yeah, you might occasionally hit one of the actions that throws a wobbly for some reason. I wouldn't worry about it. It doesn't usually cause too much of an issue. It might have been a slight shadow or something like that. Right, so you whilst you're paying Fiverr some money, $10 or something, to do all this, this is just sitting here doing it all for you. Cover completed, stop, job done. How long did that take? If I just put those actions away again and hit screen, there's your ebook. How's that, folks? Just on a final note, and you know, you take a bit more care than I did. I haven't quite got it right at the bottom there, but hey ho. Be careful about image size and size in terms of, you know, how big is the file and the dimensions. I probably want to reduce this in the way that, well, it's 12 meg at the moment, and it's huge file actually. So I'd probably reduce it by coming down on, so that immediately gets it down to 4. So, you know, so just make a point of bringing it down to whatever works for you, and cropping it up so that, and save it for web nicely, and job done. So there you have it. I'm going to put this on my blog and probably do a few more as we go through this exercise to try and help folks. I find this really useful because it's quick and it doesn't cost any money. So thank you. Enjoy.